soul. I never find the glory to it. Never find your soul. Did I? And deep inside my hopes, I see your soul, I hear your voice. Never find your soul. Did I? Never find I live in the stairs a better place, I guess. Doors are open, remember to take care. Hold on. Hear the silence and hold this empty space like noise. Every whisper and every single prayer. Bonsoir Paris. Good evening Paris. Dobry wieczór Paris. I'm very, very glad to be here. It's a little bit crazy that Cercle decided to invite a bunch of Polish people on stage here in Invalid, but I feel it's very nice, and I'm very happy, and we are really grateful. And I hope that you are enjoying so far. Sorry for not speaking more before, but we build it in this way that we have 3 parts. And now will be the second part. And I will perform the song about ghosts who fall in love. I will be gone tonight. Everything's done for a while, and I will be silent of yours. In the fire in the night, we will be dancing like ghosts. And the day has arrived, and time we'll perform something together with Ziemowit, who agreed to join me. I prepared a remix. Sorry. We have just one chair, but it's always nice to get challenges, and Circle gave me a track to do a remix. So it's always a little bit funny for me because I'm not really electronic producer, but I'm trying to do what I can with music, and I got a song called Abu Simbel by Who Made Who, and we'll perform it today, first time in our lives. home. I feel like home. I feel like home. Though nothing is as was before, no words to say, no place to go. I feel like home. I feel like home. I feel like home. I feel like home. Home. With eyes wide shut, I sat and stared at velvet sky and counted falling stars till they sang gone. 'Cause stars are blind. I'm going out of empty-eyed and leaving colder days behind. Home. I feel like home. Home. I feel like home. Home. I feel like home. I feel like home. 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 I feel like home. 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 I feel like home. 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 I feel like home. Home. Nothing is as was before, no words to say, no place to go. Home, feel like home. Home, feel like home. Home, feel like home. Nothing is as was before, no words to say, no place to go. Home, feel like home, feel like home. Home, feel like home. Nothing is as was before, no words to say, no place to go. Home, feel like home. Home, feel like home. Home, feel like home. Feel like home. Feel like home. Merci beaucoup. Ziemowit Klimek, double bass. Brawo. Adam Jełowicki, trumpet. Kacper Krupa, saksofon. Jerry Kawałek, guitar. Wojciech Barminiak, Wojty the drummer, drums. Thank you so much. How did you like it? Was okay? Okay. I was not sure during the concert if you like it, to be honest. So it's better to ask always. And I would like, today my mom first time logged into Facebook just to see this concert. So I say hello to my mom, and this song I dedicate to my mom and my dad because he said it's my best song, but I don't know. Trying hard to remember all the days that I gone, looking for all the wise way that could have, but no. Let's pretend that tomorrow has no yesterday's. I'm gonna be there tonight. Don't break my heart. We can't fight, don't you see how it's good? Don't break my heart with truth. Truth feels unkind, and I'm telling so please don't break my heart with truth. Don't break my heart with truth. Don't break my heart with truth. Don't break my heart. Don't break my heart with truth. We can't fight. Hello.
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 How are you feeling after this performance?
I'm overwhelmed, and I don't know what to think yet. It's just yeah.
Too much.
Yes.
It was your second time performing with the whole band, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
How are you happy with the result? Are you happy with your performance?
Well, it's. I think it's a little bit different from what I usually perform, and what maybe people know me from.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of fun, and I think it's something very special. That's why also I was glad that you decided and agreed to perform this, because I think it will never happen again with this setup. So it's already filmed, and it will last forever a little bit.
Exactly, it's totally unique.
Yes.
I read in an interview that you were not really into live streams before, but during the pandemic you got into it because of you filmed with Arte and Blogotech. What's the most exciting or what's the most interesting part of the live stream for you?
I think that people can get really close because you are surrounded with cameras, or maybe it's just a phone, or maybe it's some other device, but usually it's very close, so they can really have insight, and it's a very rare moment, I think, for the audience, and they can also see like sweating or some mistakes or some laughs or some connection with other musicians, and well, they have a very close insight simply.
It's interesting. And also live stream is about
live.
Yes, exactly. Recording as well. You take great attention in the recording, and I also read that for you the recording part is also a creative process. I mean, it's also a creation. But in the musical world, the record part is sometimes known as something technical, and you say a sound engineer, you don't say a sound artist or something more creative. I wanted to ask, what's your part of the sound recording? Are you taking care of that, or like how do you handle that?
Yeah, I really since couple of years I'm really, what you said, taking recording as a creative process, and very often I'm just improvising a lot, and also somehow listening what microphones can tell me or suggest me, and afterwards actually following what I can hear, because usually it's also about the instrument that I have and the space that I'm in, and very often it's very different from my plan and what I planned for the recording session, what I had in mind, and I'm simply usually trying to follow what is there and what, for example, microphone we can use, or the position. Sometimes it can be weird. Sometimes the piano doesn't sound good in a really good hall, and then you need to figure out what to do very quickly. And I think this is the only way somehow not to waste your time, but very often the result is fantastic, and afterwards, of course, there is also a very fascinating process for me. So producing music and processing all these recordings, and sometimes clashing them and overlapping and checking different things, and usually I just try to, I don't know, improvise also during recording session and even afterwards.
And now, after this recording, do you think that you will change something in the mix, or? Or you will leave it
Oh,
up?
I don't know. I would just listen. Well, I never know actually how the concert go or how the live stream go, because what I have in my in-ears it's something that it's comfortable for me, and it made me perform in a good way and in rhythm and everything, and to remember about everything. So, well, but the older I get, the more relaxed I get. I think about the mixes, and I'm more open, and I'm not so over controlling. I think because I also see perspective of other people, how they see me, and how they interpreted my music.
Music is about, of course, sound, notes, but it's also, I think, at least equally about silence. How's your relationship with silence?
It's very important. Somehow, I mean, music somehow always comes from silence, and I love this transition. When, especially today, there was a moment that everyone was waiting to start.
Yes.
And there was
silence.
such amazing silence, and there's such a huge crowd, and they were just waiting. They were very excited, and I think these are just this amazing moment of connection as well, that we become a part of something bigger, and we are one whole when we breathe in the same time, and maybe our pressure and the heart beats is going a little bit slower, and I think this is magic. And I always say, like, it's never a game like just artists or just audience, it's always a game together.
I also saw a lot of questions for you in the online audience. I'm asking one of them now. Question from Jacek Mizerski. Did you prepare this particular show in a different way than you usually do it, in order for it to be more circle-like?
Not really. I mean, somehow yes, of course, because first of all, we thought about what could fit here, and about whole choreography of music, and also I had to prepare the remix, which was actually a lot challenging, but in the end I'm quite happy about it, and I fell in love in lyrics of the song. I told, I think, somebody before, I really loved it, so congratulations to who made who, because it's such a great song. But in general, first thing also what you suggested, it's a bigger setup for me for this concert, and first thought was maybe strings, but I think I'm now a little bit more into these instruments than strings, so it was maybe something more contemporary for me, or something more connected with me now.
I understand you talked about Abu Simbel. So when we asked you this really particular thing of remixing an electronic music track, we told you, I think, that you can select any track from the Circle Records tracks. Why did you select this particular one?
I just listened to everything, and I choose the song that I like the most, and there was a vibe that somehow, I can follow, and I love this vibe. I love this song, so it was quite easy. And
the lyrics maybe as well.
Yeah, I think I always think also what I can add to this music, how I cannot ruin it. Some of the tracks are just, I don't have so much ideas how I could contribute, and with this one I said, okay, well, I don't know yet, but I would love to try.
You definitely didn't ruin it. It's a beautiful edit remix. I can feel that you're really perfectionist. I mean, you really know what you want and what you don't want. Well, you told me that now when you're getting older, you just relax a bit more. But I wanted to ask you, how do you combine this kind of perfectionism? I don't know if you feel perfectionist first. Do you feel
we had a talk yesterday with my friend, and I think I'm a little bit more like controlling person than perfectionist,
okay.
Because I also don't have so much patience very often. But there is, I have quite a direct image. I think you have something similar.
Yes. Kind of. But I wanted to ask you, how do you combine this? So maybe without patience and the way to create in a very demanding and very fast artist life, where you need to create fast. You are touring. You also have some maybe some pressure from your fans or maybe from your entourage? How do you combine that?
It's a hardcore life. But I love it. I just love music, you know. I think I would just quit it every day because I am so rarely at home really, and I just compose everywhere. But I just love music so much that it's still, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 days ago I was in Luxembourg in a summer festival and I was so happy. And with my sound engineer Agata, I was like, I will love this work. It's so amazing.
Oh, that's great.
So I think this is it.
Yeah, that's passion.
Yeah.
I know that you studied piano since a long time, more than 20 years, I think, right? And I also read that for you it was really a rigid education, like classical music. Do you think that there are other ways to learn piano, or that there should be other ways? And which kind of ways should you, like, how would you change the way to learn piano?
With all instruments, it's always the same. I think the voice the same. I think the school is not necessary, but the practice is necessary. And all the musicians that we admire or we like, they all had this practice behind. And because you need to learn how to communicate with this instrument and how it behaves. All instruments are very different, and you are different. You're like physically and emotionally. So it takes a lot of time simply, and there is something. I mean, you need to be flexible. It's like relationships. So you also need to learn to get, along with each other. And the more you know, the better you are. And then you can also express more. So I would say just practice, and schools, some are better, some are not. Sometimes it's just playing in a band since you are 10. Like in Iceland, I think it's such a common thing. They don't have so much education maybe at school, but they have so much music just going on at bands and recording. So they are actually already on their path since childhood.
It's funny that you speak about Iceland because you have a special relationship with this country, right?
Yes.
It fits really well with your music, I must say.
Because there is a land in the end, like Poland and Iceland.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Beautiful video you made in Iceland.
With a French director. With
French
a French director,
wow.
Nils Castillon. Yeah.
Wow,
so it's a mixture, France, Iceland, Poland a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Very poetic. Which poets inspires or inspired you? Or do you have any poet? Do you like that?
Poetry. I have. There is one. Actually, he's a writer, but he writes in a way like poetry, and he's Polish, but he was translated to quite at least English and German, I know. And his name is Bruno Schulz. And also there is a movie based on his book, Sanatorium Under the Glass, Hour of Glass, I think. So this thing with a sand that you take. And I really recommend it. It's super weird, but it's fantastic. And I think it was on the Martin Scorsese list of must-seen movies. So Bruno Schulz. Yeah.
Okay. You also have a great eye for photography, great eye for architecture. I saw your Instagram feed. If you were not a musician, what would you be?
I recently thought about it. If something will go wrong with my music, I might do photography of places, I think, because I like places in general and atmospheres. I don't have, I'm really amateur, and sometimes people ask me if I have any camera, but I don't, also because it's too heavy for touring. But I would love to learn it, and I think maybe I could contribute somehow.
Yeah, definitely. Last question from the online audience. Question from C. Philippe. How does she feel about your request of making some electronic music version, and what was the most difficult part in that process?
To be honest, I very often get this request about electronic music, or sometimes also collaboration with hip-hop artists.
Oh yeah.
And very often I'm not really satisfied because, for example, hip-hop artists want me to just play very melancholic and sensitive piano and not too much, and I would love to expand somehow a little bit more, but with this one I simply I love the melody of the melody line, and I love the lyrics, and because there is something very weird in these lyrics, and I would love, maybe you can ask the band and tell me afterwards.
Maybe they are watching us.
There is like, because it's like, only you keep me going through many difficult things, but in the end there is like, only mothers love the son. So their sons, so it's like, or daughters or whatever. So it was so weird for me, but also fantastic poetry at some point, like a bit weird connection and not usually, I think, used. So I was just so dived into this song that I just wanted to create something, and I added choruses simply, and I felt it's like my country, because it's like a man band, I think, who made who. So I just added a little bit of melancholy and just this swingy thing. I don't know, maybe R&B. There is, you can listen. You will listen there. It will be released also the remix.
I listened to it already a lot of times.
So you will have opportunity to maybe comment what genre it is. But it's a lot about singing. So actually, my main idea was to use voice for rhythm, for like narration, than actually piano, I think, and that was the main like choirs and vocals.
Thank you so much, Anya. It was such a honor to have you. We've been waiting for that moment for a long time. We've been discussing for a long time, so I'm so happy that we finally made it.
Thank you so much. It's a huge honor.
We have a little gift for you.
It's a little
from the location.
Okay. What is it?
Actually, it's a lot of gifts.
Okay. Should I open it?
Yes.
Should I?
So
should
you
I?
have. You can.
Yeah,
You can. So there is. It's a small souvenir.
That's very amazing.
Yes, that's to take
for
some
my
notes.
lyrics and stuff. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
And also a picture.
Yes. How did you manage to do it here?
Oh, it was very, like, to organize a concert.
Yes, was difficult.
Extremely difficult. We've been working for 3 years to get this location.
Okay.
But of course, COVID happened. But it was very, very difficult. And but they still trusted us to do it. So they wanted a seated concert, and also a lot of restrictions. Also, I want to take the opportunity to thank the Hôtel des Invalides and Museum of Army to welcome us in this very sensitive, very beautiful and symbolic location, because of course it's really fragile. Also thank all our team for the great discussion and great work they did. Very difficult, but we did it.
Yes. I don't now. I cannot even imagine that we did it actually, because we sit here and.
But we recorded it, and we can watch it again.
Oh my God. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anya. It was such a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you also, and congratulations to the band for this amazing live performance. And we'll see you very soon. Somewhere in the world. Bye bye.